Well, I know I got a journalism class here, but they just gave us a rebounding clinic. It was unbelievable. That's just absolutely unbelievable. They are so committed to it. They started the game sharing the ball so well, really spread us out. The shot chart in the first 5 minutes of the game, I mean, they had all 5 kids with clean looks, moving the ball, sharing the ball, and then the ones that they did miss, they rebounded and put in because we were so extended. So they're very well coached, very talented team. I'm a big fan of their program, always have been. But that length inside, I mean, my players were swearing to me that they were trying to box out. It just wasn't making a difference. I'll probably disagree with them when I watch the film, but I know it's something we prepped for. It's something we tried to do. We played a bunch of junk defenses. We did everything we could, and it just came down to the fact that 36 points in paint, 26 of them are second chance points. So we held a team that was coming in here averaging 92.5 points a game in their last 3 games, and we held them to 67 with a lot of just effort and kind of smoke and mirrors there. But when they did miss a shot, it was like an assist tonight. It was just so frustrating because their missed shots got them layups. And at a certain point, you're like, that's the closest shot they have out of everything. We're working really hard to prevent them from getting the looks they want, and they could just go rebound it. So obviously we got to fix that, but a lot of that is really honestly we got to get some bigger bodies. I can beat up my team till I want to, but we got to get some bigger bodies to combat a team with this much length.
Adrienne, you come into this game scoring 2 straight 26-plus points, 12 points tonight, only 2 points in the second half. What changed for you in your offensive abilities to try and score the basketball?
I don't think anything. I mean, maybe I wasn't being as aggressive as I was in the first half, but honestly, I was just trying to distribute and give other people looks. Trying to get some points on the board. So definitely, I should have been more aggressive in the second half. I wasn't as aggressive.
Coach talked about the length. How tough was it out there, really physically, for you guys having to match up with those big bodies in the paint?
Like Coach said, we were boxing out, and it was just they were just tipping. I promise. Like everybody that's in the locker room, we were saying we're trying to box them out, but it was just their length was just they just tipped it over us, and I know sometimes I mean most of the time I was trying to use my butt and push them back, but they're just tipping it. So I think that's the key tonight was the rebounds. They were just killing us.
Katie, how tough is it to prepare for a team like that when you know, like we talked about yesterday, that they had that size advantage?
Yeah, honestly, in terms of preparation, in terms of trying to take some stuff away, I mean, Alyssa got her double-double, but, someone asked me, how did she get a double-double? I'm like, she's kind of leading the nation in double-double. She's quite talented young lady. We got her in foul trouble on a couple things that we tried to do. And I thought we were in good shape there in the first half, and we had tied it. We then did not execute on a couple of plays, and if you told me we'd hold Maryland to 67, and I would have thought we could come away with a W. I really would have. But our offense was kind of our enemy tonight, and obviously the boards. But we put in a lot of effort. We put in a lot of effort to get them to not. They're an incredible throwing over the top team. They do a fantastic job of throwing over the top, whether it's in full court, whether it's in half court, whether it's in high-low. They do such a great job. And some of the stuff we were trying to do was trying to take that away. And I thought we did. They had more shots from the sides than they did from the high-lows, but then they were getting the points in the paint anyway on the rebound. So one more piece of the puzzle, one last thing we gotta solve. But that's a great team. That's a great team, and I thought they did a great job on their scout. They took away a lot of what Mott's been getting in the last couple of games, and they made her distribute. She didn't do anything wrong. Maryland was pretty committed to not letting her get in the 20s tonight.
How key was that late stretch in the first half, because you had
crucial
a lot of energy to tie it? And
yes, we did. We had a lot of energy to tie it. We came out of a timeout, ran exactly the wrong play, I don't know. And that was a frustrating thing. But then I thought if we still kept it close, that last shot at the buzzer was very frustrating for me when I thought we had it stopped, and the clock ran, and then they get 2 points and a little bit momentum coming in. And, if that thing's at 7 and we get a stop there, we're feeling good, and we come out. But the start of both halves, they're very well-conditioned team, but they're very, very talented. So you gotta, if they get what they want, you're in trouble. And I thought we honestly did a decent job of not letting them get it, but like I said, it was just kind of, we spent a lot of time looking up, being frustrated.
2 straight home losses. Obviously, you can go back and look at the tape, but what are you telling your team in the locker room as you move forward in the second?
You know, we just went through a heck of a stretch. I mean, we went through a heck of a stretch. There are, and I mean this, there aren't that many players who are blessed and lucky enough to play the stretch we played. We just played some great basketball teams, and I mean, they were one after it. It was a real, starting at Notre Dame and just rolling through that. We went through a heck of a stretch, top 10 teams all, and so we want to win our next game, and we want to get a lot better. And this is the team that 92.5, but like they could have come in here and really rolled us. So we showed a little bit of grit. If it's offense that we need, I'm feeling a little bit better about our chances going, because we've been scoring a ton in our last 3 games. So I thought this game would be really high scoring, and so we did some things well. We did things that we need to do moving forward. But I still will tell you, we got to hit about 10 threes a game to be the team we need to be, and we just didn't get clean looks. Credit to Maryland, we did not get clean looks at the 3.
Anything else, guys? Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Adrienne.